I glanced over at Alexa resting on my desk, its sleek pyramid shape illuminated by the soft glow of its power light. "Hey, Alexa, what's the weather like right now?" I inquired, curious about the conditions outside. A green light blinked 3 times, followed by a soothing female voice.
The current temperature outside is 31 degrees, partly cloudy, with a 60% chance of snow.
I smiled, appreciating the convenience of having this information at my fingertips. "Do I have any items on my schedule tomorrow?" I continued, already feeling the weight of the day ahead.
You have a client phone call scheduled for 1:30 p.m.
Alexa replied promptly, confirming my upcoming appointment. "Okay Alexa, turn the lights on," I instructed, and the small apartment immediately lit up, welcoming me into its warm embrace. Being ahead of the curve in terms of technology was nothing new for me, and the Alexa home device was the latest addition to my tech-centric lifestyle. At $120, it was a steal, offering me control over almost every device in my apartment through simple voice commands. From the thermostat to the TV to the lights, Alexa was the cornerstone of my plan to transform my humble abode into a fully functioning smart home. A couple of nights later, exhaustion weighed heavily on me as I lounged on the couch, mindlessly scrolling through my phone. The relentless grind of work combined with the biting cold of mid-February had drained me completely. As my eyelids grew heavy and I began to succumb to sleep, a sudden interruption shattered the silence.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Alexa spoke out of turn, catching me off guard. Frowning, I glanced over at the device, puzzled. I didn't ask you anything," I muttered, confusion gnawing at the edges of my tired mind. But Alexa remained silent, its green glow casting an eerie hue in the dimly lit room. After ensuring that everything was still properly connected and checking the settings, I shrugged it off as a glitch and retired to my bedroom for some much-needed rest. "Okay Alexa, set the temperature to 68 degrees, and turn the lights off," I commanded, ready to drift off into oblivion. As the sound of the furnace hummed to life and the apartment plunged into darkness, I smiled at the seamless efficiency of it all and closed my eyes, surrendering to the embrace of sleep.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Alexa's voice pierced through the silence, jolting me awake. Bleary-eyed, I glanced at the clock, 3:33 a.m. The chill in the air was biting, my breath forming white clouds with each exhale. Wrapping myself in a blanket, I stumbled over to the thermostat, only to find it turned off.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Alexa repeated, its incessant apologies grating on my nerves. Frustration boiled within me as I yelled at the device, desperate for it to stop its maddening repetition. But my pleas fell on deaf ears as Alexa continued its robotic mantra. In a fit of annoyance, I marched over to the outlet and yanked the power cord from its socket, plunging the room into darkness once more. Only then did I manage to return to bed, the events of the night leaving me unsettled. The next day, I exchanged Alexa for a new device, reluctant to part with the faulty companion that had somehow managed to worm its way into my routine. But with the specter of pneumonia looming, I couldn't afford to take any chances. Weeks passed without incident, and I marveled at the seamless integration of my new Alexa device into my daily life. Even the refrigerator had been upgraded to a smart fridge, further cementing my status as a tech-savvy homeowner. "Alexa, turn the shower on and start my Friday night playlist," I commanded, eager to unwind after a long week. As the water cascaded down, I reveled in the soothing warmth, only for my relaxation to be shattered by the sudden darkness that enveloped the room. "What the hell?" "Alexa, turn the lights back on," I exclaimed, irritation creeping into my voice. But my commands fell on deaf ears as the lights remained stubbornly off, plunging me into a disorienting darkness. Fumbling for the bathroom wall, I made my way into the family room, where Alexa sat in its usual spot, its green power light casting an eerie glow in the darkness. "Alexa, repeat the last command," I demanded, my voice trembling with unease. The green light blinked 3 times in acknowledgement, followed by the familiar voice I had come to rely on.
The most recent command was, "Turn off the lights,"
Alexa replied, its words sending a shiver down my spine. Panic gripped me as I realized the gravity of the situation. I hadn't uttered those words, yet Alexa had interpreted them as a command. But before I could comprehend the implications, the temperature in the room plummeted and a faint hissing sound filled the air. Fear constricted my chest as I felt a presence lurking in the shadows, its sinister intent palpable. And then, the green light blinked once more, its message chilling me to the bone.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Alexa spoke, its voice devoid of the warmth and familiarity it once held. At that moment, I knew that something was wrong. But as the darkness closed in around me, I realized that I was utterly helpless in the face of this unseen threat. A chill raced down my spine, sending shivers cascading through my body. What? I didn't say that, I exclaimed, my voice trembling with disbelief. I stood there in silence, my eyes fixed on the glowing green light of Alexa, my heart pounding in my chest. But I hadn't uttered a word, and yet, the device seemed to have a mind of its own.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to help with that,
Alexa repeated, its words ringing hollow in the dimly lit room. Suddenly, a frigid breeze swept through the room, causing the temperature to plummet. A faint hissing sound echoed behind me, like a whisper dancing along the walls, filling the air with an unsettling sense of foreboding. I could feel it, a sinister presence brushing against my skin, raising the hair on the back of my neck and igniting goosebumps across my body. Panic surged within me as I called out to Alexa once more, my voice quivering with fear. Alexa, repeat the last command. The green light blinked 3 times, followed by the familiar, soothing voice I had grown accustomed to. But this time, its words sent a wave of terror crashing over me.
The most recent command was, kill him.